You know, folks, that slide that you just saw and this one right here, very important. There are hundreds of companies every month that collapse under the pressure of a lack of organization, a lack of proper finance and tracking of those finances and stability at corporate level. That's why it's important to have people like our corporate staff, like Frederick and others that are literally engaged in this at the highest level of professionalism. You don't have to worry about something going backwards at the corporate level that you have no control of. It's so crucial. Now, when you look at this company and like I said, in a comparative analysis, this compared to others, why StopLightGO? Why is it better? We're looking at things like startup fees, stock buildup, subscription flexibility, product pricing. You can see it here yourself. Known brands, transparency, experience management, and the commission structure. And I just want to start by saying, when we look at companies that are in the network marketing or direct sales industry, often they have such high startup fees. It's very arduous for people. It's near impossible for some people to get started because these thousands and thousands of dollars of startup fees are just, they're over the top. It gets to be too much. Also in the industry, when we're talking about stock buildup, so many products end up in people's pantry or garage. If you've ever been one of those, you feel my pain on that because it's not something that's consumable on an ongoing basis and it causes some problems. It's rare to find any subscription flexibility in the industry. In other words, you're stuck with one thing and that's it. You can't change. You can't flip the script, so to speak, and get something different. And we give people with the click of a button the ability to change. Often also you're going to find lower quality products. And the reason for that is because they're having to pay out more money and things like that. And they need to watch their margins. And so they really cut their products. And that's always bad. Usually the product pricing is way overpriced so that they can do certain things inside of their compensation plan and all that goes with it. They very rarely have known brands. In other words, certain brands won't do business with them. And that's just a common thing out here, okay? When you have a highly visible brand, they don't like to do business in this industry. Also, they're rarely transparent. They have a low level of transparency, as we talked about earlier, and that's part of the problem in the direct sales industry. They're often the management piece, and this is a big one for me. When I travel around the world and talk to different companies and consult different people, one of the things that I find is the companies who have high-level business professionals, that is key to having a long-term successful entity, as opposed to companies that launch with some people, but they're not really at the highest level. They're not high CFO level. They're not high CEO level. They're not a high board level. They're not people who've experienced business in the hundreds of millions or billions of dollars. And you need that to launch a very successful long-term business. And the bank breakage. Bottom line is many companies live off the breakage of their entity. They take all the money that's not paid out on certain levels or certain volume things and stuff like that, and they're very deceptive about it. They hold on to that breakage. They have their margin, and then they have their breakage over top of that, which is additional monies. And that is often not known or understood. Now let's talk about StopLightGO. Our entry fees are so low. They're doable for everyone. Our packages and our welcome packages are doable for everyone. Here, you don't have to have a bunch of stock laying about. You can use what you get and continue to use what you get. As I told you earlier, very flexible subscription to where you could click a button and try something new whenever you want to. Our product quality is unmatched, off the charts. It's the number one for us. We talk about the quality, and we want the highest quality. We want the absolute best of the best in our products. And that we take very, very seriously. We don't want to sacrifice that for any reason whatsoever. And yet, we're able to keep competitive pricing. We're able to make sure that we're in alignment with the industry as a whole, trying to do the things that are right for our consumers, our customers. all the time knowing that we're attracting brands. We're on the phone constantly with different brands, and big brands are coming. And the truth is that we're able to do that because we're keeping a competitive price mark. Very, very transparent about things as far as our company goes and giving you the news. This meeting right now is a perfect example of this. We're telling you everything that's going on, and it's very important to us that you hear that. Our management is big business management. They have been into billion-dollar big industry, hundreds of millions of dollars industry. They've handled the types of things that you have to go through, and they're very, very conscientious about running the business, more so than any company I have ever seen in my entire experience, and I've experienced and consulted with many. This is top of the mark as far as our management goes. And the breakage that this company gets, we put it back in commission. That is rare, if ever heard of. And folks, it gives us the opportunity to keep those competitive prices where they go. It gives us the opportunity to have a high-paying commission structure. It gives us the opportunity to do the things that we do. Now, is it a great big margin for the company because we don't have the breakage? We work our margins in. We believe that if enough people see the power of this, they will come. And our margins are on the gross or on the bulk amount of people that are coming. And that's good business no matter how you cut it. So why are we different? For all those reasons. I would just say it this way in short. We're better because we're real business done the right way. And that, friend, is why I'm here. That is why you are here. That's why Frederick's here. That's why our board members are here. And that's why we'll be having these calls, I believe, decades from now. And that's structure and stability. And Fred, I know I took a little time on that, but I feel like it was important to talk about. So back to you, brother.